America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered with James Pascalides. We got a great show for you tonight, everyone. A lot of different things to talk about. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the show. We'll be responding to comments at the end of the show today. We've been doing that recently. I feel like it's been pretty fun. We're not going to have a crazy long show today. It is Columbus Day. I hope you guys are enjoying your Columbus Day, but I do want to go over some things that have been happening, and we're kind of going to zip through everything today because, like I said, I want everyone to enjoy Columbus Day with their family. It's a American and an Italian holiday, and it is something that we all need to celebrate. So I'm going to zip through our topics today. It's not going to be a long show, but I hope you guys enjoy it. I do want to talk about the hostage exchange. I want to talk about Trump's relationship with Miriam Adelson and what he exposed today in his speeches. I want to talk about the Peace Prize debate that's been a big debate on social media. I want to talk about more crime that's happening in this country too, and you guys know what kind of crime I'm talking about if you're a fan of the show. And then I want to talk about these anti-ICE protests. Those are probably the most fucking insane of all. The anti-ICE protests are literally crazy. It's literally, I reported last week that they were saying they might shine laser pointers at the helicopters, which would be a attempted murder terrorist act in my eyes. But that didn't seem to happen, and I'm very glad. But what did happen is so fucking weird, and even fucking weirder than what I originally thought. Hundreds of people, not just some, hundreds of people gathered on streets, and they just started stripping down, getting naked to protest ICE. Some guy was like, hey, I don't want Mario to get deported. Let me just pull my cock out right here on 5th Boulevard, whatever the fuck. You pull your tits out. You pull your coochie out. We're going to stop ICE today. That, like, whatever these fucking freaks are doing, whatever these retards are doing, get the fuck out of my country. I want you guys deported as well. I want you guys thrown in jail, deported, sent to the gulag. I don't give a shit. Get the fuck out. You're pulling your cock out in the middle of the street to protest ICE? What the fuck is wrong with you? There is a public place. Kids could be there. You're basically a pedophile at that point. You're exposing yourself in an area where minors can see you. I don't understand the logic of liberals. I try to. I debate with, liberal people all the time. I can never understand their logic. It is so painfully retarded sometimes. Like, literally, you're gonna pull your cock out to stop fucking ICE from deporting people? Excuse me. Where is the logic behind that? What is that gonna do? All that's gonna do is get your dick cut up when the ICE agents start dragging you around the pavement for stopping their investigation, from stopping the arrests. These people are disgusting again. They just need to be rooted out of society. This is the disgusting, the evil, the grossness in our society that has no place in America, and we will eventually get rid of it. But we're going to talk about all that today. We got a great show for you today, guys. We're going to zip right through everything. So please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the show. I do want to take you guys over to our first clip in a moment. Before we do that, I just want to briefly talk about this hostage exchange. I'm very glad that the hostages are being returned and that the prisoners are being returned as well. It's very important that peace remains in the Middle East and that peace throughout the world exists. We know that Israel's broken the majority of their peace agreements, so we'll see if it actually holds. But for now, it is very, very beautiful to see people on both sides get returned to their families, be reunited with their families. That is what God wanted. So I'm very happy that is happening. I am very, very happy that the families get to see their kids again and they get to see their parents and siblings. So that is something beautiful that we can all celebrate no matter what side we were on. If you were on Palestine side, if you were on Israel side, or even if you are just on the America first, America only side like I am. I am not on Hamas's side in the war. A lot of people like to frame it that way because I spoke out against Israel. But no, I'm on America's side. And it wasn't in America's best interest to back Israel. It never has been. We'll talk about all that today. We got a lot of different clips I want to show you. I'm going to pull up our first clip today. This is about Miriam Adelson. So Miriam Adelson gave Donald Trump $100 million during his campaign. And you would think, if a person gives $100 million to the future president as a campaign donation, you would hope that that person has America's best interests in mind, that they are America first, that they want America to be best off. But no, this person gave Donald Trump $100 million. And then Donald Trump, in his speech today, I'm going to let you guys see. This is pretty interesting, but it shows that Miriam Adelson is not only not America first, but is Israel first. And this is something we already knew. I've talked about it on the show, but this is now proof from Donald Trump's own mouth that someone who lobbied him and paid him during his campaign didn't have America's best interests in mind, and he still accepted their money. So we're going to watch this clip, and when you do, I want you guys to think about this. Shouldn't Donald Trump have asked Miriam Adelson this before he accepted the $100 million? Because that's what came through my mind.
But I actually asked her, I'm going to get her in trouble with this, but I actually asked her once, I said, so Miriam, I know you love Israel. What do you love more, the United States or Israel? She refused to answer. That might mean Israel, I must say. But I actually asked her.
So Miriam Adelson is officially Israel first. You heard it from Donald Trump here. You even heard people clapping when he said that. That's fucking disgusting. This is the president of America. He should not be accepting a dime in general, but if he is, he should not be accepting a fucking red penny from a single person who is not America first. Donald Trump was the president who in 2016 said it will be America first. And then in 2024, he's like, hey, Miriam, I'll put Israel first if you give me $100 million. Hey, AIPAC, I'll put Israel first if you give me $200 million. He's sold out completely. It's very obvious. It's right in front of our eyes. He's teasing us with it. But we officially have people in the Israel first lobby lobbying our presidents to be Israel first. This is the fall of America we're seeing in real time. The fall of Rome we're seeing. It is so sad. Like I said, I'm going to zip through a lot of things today, so we are going to zip through all our clips and our show today. It's Columbus Day. I want you guys to enjoy, but it really rubs me the wrong way, and it disgusts me that the president of the United States would sell us out like that. He convinced millions of people to vote for him. He convinced millions of people that he was this make America great again. I am going to put America first in every way. We're going to support the youth. You fucked the youth. You've literally fucked the youth. You've done what Jeffrey Epstein did, and you fucked all the kids in this country. Not literally. You didn't actually rape them like he did, but you fucked us all. We can't get jobs. The job market's shit. Like grocery prices are too high. Car premiums are too high. Car insurance, like everything is fucked right now. But no. We're gonna fix everything in Israel. We're gonna spend money to fix what's happening in Gaza. That's what the president's doing right now. He's sold out on Gen Alpha, Gen Z, and Millennials. He only gives a shit about keeping the Social Security for the boomers, even though we're paying it and won't get it. He only cares about helping Israel. He only cares about his relationship with Qatar. He does not seem to actually give a shit about anything happening with the young men in this country who have been completely fucked by the foreign lobby, the mass legal and illegal immigration. It's not looking pretty, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I want to go on. I want to show you guys some more stuff. This was a tweet by Nick Fuentes. He said, Trump's celebratory speech in Israel is disgusting. Praising Miriam Adelson for being Israel first, calls for Netanyahu to be pardoned. That was also another crazy thing. I hope that they slap the cuffs on Netanyahu so fucking fast now that this thing's done. They most likely won't, but I really hope that Netanyahu goes to jail for the rest of his life. I mean, he is a war criminal. He is the worst war criminal we've ever seen in my lifetime. I hope he is removed from society, put in jail, and he is never allowed to hold political office or even have basic rights. I really think he should be put in a 4x6 cell for the rest of his life to have to live and suffer through the crimes that he committed, thinking about them every single day. Netanyahu is a terrible person. Then he goes, and within minutes of the war ending, they began to whitewash what happened in Gaza and get everyone to move on. We will never forget. And that is true. We will never forget. And one of the reasons we'll never forget is because this is what Gaza looks like. When they say all the people are going back to their homes, what fucking homes? 83% of all the buildings in Gaza were destroyed. What homes exist anymore? These people aren't returning to their homes. They're returning to rubble. They're returning to rubble to search under it to see if their family members are under it. And guess what? The death toll is rising. It is rising so fast. You want to know why? Because they're finding bodies under this rubble. All Palestinian civilians. It is disgusting what's happening. The fact that Donald Trump is allowing Israel to push this propaganda tour, and Donald Trump is now even joining in on it. We have been sold out. Our country is sold to another, basically. We are not a free country. We are owned by a much smaller nation. This is what Gaza looks like right now. So yes, we will never forget. We will never forget the atrocities that happened. The fact that they literally bombed every single fucking building in the city, killing civilians at a 5-to-1 ratio. 5-to-1 civilians to soldiers ratio. Bibi Netanyahu is a war criminal who needs to be prosecuted immediately. Bibi Netanyahu also said this, and it's just, again, one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard, and I want to show you guys it.
Palestine is just today's version.
Sorry, let me restart that.
Free Palestine is just today's version of Heil Hitler. Free
Palestine is today's version of Heil Hitler. Free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine. I wonder if if a Mossad agent's gonna kidnap me tonight. It's fucking crazy. It is actually, like, this is the propaganda we're dealing with. And there are retards who are gonna buy this shit up. There are retards who are gonna listen to this and be like, oh, I can no longer say free Palestine. That's the equivalent to saying Heil Hitler. Like, people are retarded. It is not the same. The fact that this retard is saying it doesn't mean shit. Fuck Bibi Netanyahu. He's a war criminal. Like, free Palestine means they deserve a state. And that's also one of the other things. This war will never be over. Like, these countries have been fighting for a long time. And they will always continue to fight until America and Israel declare Palestine a state officially. Until they free them. So again, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine. If you're going to say that means Heil Hitler, you're a retard. You're just such a fucking retard, Bibi Netanyahu. I really hope your Mossad agent watching my show shows you this clip, you fucking prick. But yeah, this guy is, and like, again, this is the Jewish propaganda where they're like, proud Jew, proud Zionist. He is 100% correct. 100%. 100% correct. Like, go fuck yourself, you retard. But yeah, these are the dumbasses we're dealing with in our society who want to convince you that the entire state of Palestine is a terrorist state. That is not true. It is full of women, children, civilians, journalists were getting killed. A lot, like I said, a 5-to-1 death ratio of civilians to soldiers. Those civilians were unarmed. They weren't killing people. They weren't holding hostages. They did not deserve to die. I respect anyone's right to prosecute a war if they're doing it correctly. But if you are going to start mass murdering civilians, guess what? You're no better than the people you claim to say, you know, enslaved you guys. Like, if you want to say that, you know, I don't know, it makes them no better than the Nazis, or it makes them no better than any other group that they claim to hate. It really does. If they're just going to mass kill civilians, how are they any better? Seriously, how are they any better than any other group who's done that throughout history? They're not. They're just another terrorist state. Israel is no different than most of the other countries in the Middle East. Most are terrorist states and have no place in American society. I do want to go on. I think that clip is absolutely fucking... Actually, here, let's watch that one more time just so you guys can see how fucking disgusting this is.
Free Palestine is just today's version of Heil Hitler.
Again, watching that just, it keeps disappointing me more and more every time that people are so retarded that they're going to actually believe that this propaganda is working on them. It is, it makes me sad to realize that some people are that fucking stupid. You know, when you look at the comments of these things, you realize how many people actually agree, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of retarded world do I live in? But this was an interesting clip as well. This is the only thing I kind of liked it. You know, Trump had a little aura with this one. But at the same time, the meaning behind it was not great. In my mind, the meaning behind it was due to the fact that Macron spoke out heavily against Israel. I mean, spoke out heavily against Israel. Most European countries did. As you know, Josh Hammer said, if you have European DNA, anti-Semitism's in your blood. You know, I'm just a born anti-Semite because I have European DNA. But the reason he did this was most likely around that. But I do like when Donald Trump does this in general. So I'm not going to complain about it too much because I do think the American president needs to show strength, especially when you have like a 79-year-old president like Trump. But he showed some strength here. Bitch, you're not gonna let go. I'm holding you here. See that back and forth? See, I kind of like that a little. I like when the president big dicks other nations like that. Again, I don't love the reason he's doing it necessarily. But in general, I do like it. I like that the president of the United States is showing strength. I think that's something we should be happy about. I do think that Donald Trump needs to take a different stance on Israel. I'm hoping he separates himself from them more now that the war seems to be ending, even though most likely it won't in the long term. But I doubt that will happen. I mean, he did take 200-something million from AIPAC, 100 million from Miriam Adelson, who are all Israel first people. So I'm not as hopeful as I'd like to be, but I do really hope it happens. I do want to go on. I want to show this. This was fucking disgusting. And I do agree, this is treasonous. They covered the United States flag with an Israel flag in Florida. Look at that. That's the most disrespect. Like, men went and fought and died for this fucking flag. Strong young men. Brave young men with bigger balls than any of us, you, me combined, went and fought and died for this American flag. For these fucking pricks to put an Israeli flag over it. In America. In America, they're covering the American flag with the flag of a foreign nation who is lobbying and raping our politicians. They allowed someone to rape our kids. They bombed one of our ships. They knew about 9/11. Do I have to spell it out for you more, any guys? They are not on our fucking side. And we are celebrating them as if they are the kings of the fucking world. No, Christ is king. Christ is king. The ones they killed is king. Christ. He is king. Not Israel, but they treat Israel like they run this fucking shit. And they treat them that way because they do. They literally finance all the politicians. They run the media. I have shown charts on the show to show how Israel runs the media and how they're strategically buying up the media companies in the United States currently to push their Hezbollah campaigns. So this is sad. This is treasonous. This is disgusting. And I wanted to show this as well. This is people speaking to Glenn Beck, a political commentator. They are talking about the Israel lobby to him, and you can see him folding under pressure. This is going to become the new reality for these boomer politicians who want to celebrate Israel as this state that supports America and America needs to be allies with. Because we don't need any of that, and our politicians are paid to say that. But guess what? Gen Z realizes it's not true, and Gen Z is the generation who is not afraid to use their voices. We're not afraid to be canceled. We're not afraid to use our voices. We're not afraid to be called racist, anti-Semitical, misogynist pieces of shit. We don't care. We do not care. I was called a Nazi in middle school just for being white. I was called a slave owner in middle school just for being white. You think I give a fuck if people criticize me for speaking the truth? Go fuck yourself, retards. We're going to watch this clip real quick.
Israel has an overwhelming lobby over the United States government, and we have unconditionally supported them. We have fought their wars in the Middle East. Bibi Netanyahu came to our Congress in the 90s, told us a list of countries that we need to take out. Some were Syria, Iraq, Iran, Libya, etc. Through those wars, we have lost trillions of dollars. We have lost American servicemen.
We're lobbying everybody else, and they will...
No one's clapping. No one's clapping for your turn. Charlie was starting to notice about the Israel lobby.
Could I answer my question? Could I answer the question, please?
You're talking about one thing they don't teach in school? They don't teach about the USS Liberty, where Israel literally came, blew.
They don't teach about the USS Liberty because, again, the Israel lobby is overrepresented in academia. Along with that, Robert Maxwell pretty much wrote all our textbooks. If you don't know who Robert Maxwell is, it's Ghislaine Maxwell's father, the disgusting Israeli pedophile.
Up an American ship because they want us to get in their war with Egypt, and they don't teach that in school. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question.
I have a question. Why is there this societal taboo around criticisms of Israel? For example, AIPAC doesn't have to register as a foreign lobby, but like the Australia lobby does.
He's getting hot. He's getting hot. He's sweating, guys. Guys, keep up the fucking good work, fellas. Keep up the good work. Again, this is, I'm sure none of these people are my listeners, but I encourage my listeners to do this. Get a bunch of friends, show up to your local politician's Q&A, get in line, don't act like you know each other, and one by one, ask them about their donations from Israel, their donations from AIPAC, ask them about their relationship to Israel, ask them about why they refuse to criticize Israel, and bring facts. And not only do that, but before you go, open up ChatGPT, phrase your question, and then say, I want to, like, again, Glenn Beck. Say, I want to debate Glenn Beck. I need you to act like Glenn Beck, and I want to debate you on this topic. And beat them. Beat ChatGPT acting as Glenn Beck. And once you do that, then go. Because you want to win this. You want to show out for America first. Show out for America. And you want to shut these pro-Israel lobbyists down. And the way to do that is to come with facts, be well-spoken, be smart, be educated. So I urge all my listeners, again, find friends. If you don't have any, go fucking make some. Show up to the Q&As, get in line, be respectful, be kind, don't be rude. But then grill them on their political positions surrounding Israel and foreign nations, because they are not fucking ready for the heat that we can bring when it comes to facts, logic. Again, we could bring thousands of years of bloodshed and history to these people.
And it just
that should be changed. That should be corrected. Look, I am not going to say Israel should have any special privileges. None.
He says that, but he refuses to answer everything else. You know, he doesn't want them to have special privileges, but when the guy brought up the USS Liberty and America did nothing about it, isn't that a special privilege? I forgot, when people attack America, what do we usually do? Like Japan attacked America and we basically dropped 2 atomic bombs on them. Israel attacks America and we're like, oh, like, you guys need some head? You want your balls sucked after? I'll go make you dinner too. That's America's reaction to getting raped by Israel. They don't, you know, when politicians like this try and lie and push propaganda and they're like, I don't want them to have special privileges. Okay, then take them away. Then take them away. Then stop being a pro-Zionist that wants all the loopholes to still exist. Like, when do you hear politicians talk about the fact that the man who worked directly under Bibi Netanyahu, Tom Ordium, raped or tried to rape a kid in Las Vegas just like a month and a half ago, like recently, and then fled back to Israel where it's no extradition? That's not a privilege? Why don't they talk? Why is Glenn Beck not speaking about that? I've searched his social media profiles. Never once has he spoken about it. I wonder if he actually gives a shit about this privilege thing he's talking about, or if it's just him trying to deflect. I wonder. I really wonder. These are the people that are trying to ruin America, essentially. And I want to show you guys this clip. This is another clip of Nick Fuentes debating. This is his most recent collaboration. The generational run continues. Hats off to you, Nick, on that. But we're going to watch this clip real quick. And I thought it was a little comical. At the same time, it's very on brand with what we're speaking about right now.
Yeah, but every sane, rational Jew would agree with you on that.
I don't think they would. I think that people like Shapiro and many conservative Jews, they love to see these pro-Palestine people getting kicked out. They say they're terrorists. The Heritage Foundation came up with that policy.
All right, let's call them then. I'm going to call a Jew.
Which one?
I can't tell you. They want to be anonymous. But So your contention is that a lot of Jews are happy with people being deported for anti-Semitic beliefs. Okay.
Come on, guys. We all know what's gonna happen here. We're gonna watch the rest of it, but we all know they're happy about. We've seen them celebrating it on social media. The fact that he's acting like this is fucking news is crazy to me.
I'll ask if we can say who he is. This guy represents all Jews, by the way.
Hello?
Hey, can I say who you are?
Of course.
This is Ron Coleman on the line. Nick is under the impression that most Jews are cool with people being deported for having anti-Semitic beliefs.
That's funny. No, I think the vast majority of people being reported or
People
deported,
being-
or people who,
Students
people who
on
are
visas.
here on a visa.
Students on visas, like at
Oh.
Columbia.
I think most Jews are cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yep, you hear that. So if you're an immigrant in America, criticize America all you want. You know, say fuck Trump, say fuck America, take a piss on our flag. Doesn't matter. It's protected by free speech, your First Amendment rights. But criticize Israel right on a plane to you. Honestly, we're gonna send you on a raft, and you're gonna have to figure it out. No rights for you if you criticize Israel. You're immediately stripped of your dignity and your rights. That's how the government's treating it. In America, if you don't support Israel openly, you are the worst person to exist, according to the government, the media. You're worse than anybody. You know, if you say free Palestine, you're basically just saying Heil Hitler and giving a Roman salute. Propaganda, it's just bara. But again, like, you see what I mean? They don't give a shit about free speech. They do not. They do not give a shit about free speech. They'll call Muslims terrorists, just regular Muslims who aren't terrorists. They'll call them terrorists. They'll call Palestinians terrorists. They will call black people super predators. But you criticize Jews once, you criticize Israel once, fucking you get whipped right in the fucking back like it's Roots. Say your name. Like, literally, that is how they treat this. They treat us like if you criticize Israel, you're not even a second, you're like a fourth class citizen. You're shit, you're scum, you're gum on the bottom of their shoe. You're nothing to them. To them, you are, you know, a worthless piece of shit. It makes me sad that in America, this is what we're dealing with. We're going to go on, though. Like I said, we're going to have a quicker show. I'm kind of going to zip through everything. I want everyone to enjoy their Columbus Day. I don't want anyone spending too much time watching my show. My show is usually like an hour, hour and a half. I'm going to try and keep this one under that today. Oh, shit. We're already at like 27 minutes. So we're going to go fast here. We're going to go fast. Don't worry, guys. I appreciate you guys listening. But this is another clip I wanted to show you. This is an AIPAC ad. This is part of the new Hezbollah propaganda push that they're running. Do you guys think this is going to work? Like, this is the most desperate thing. We're going to debunk this in real time. I'm going to keep pausing this one to debunk it.
AIPAC.
Today, AIPAC.
On Capitol Hill, AIPAC.
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 You may have heard our name, but how much do you really know about AIPAC?
I know that you support the Israel lobby and you're pushing like this scene right here. This is propaganda. This is the American Israeli Political Affairs Committee, and they are literally showing American flags like this is what they support. No, bitch, you guys support genocide. That's what you support. You support a war criminal and genocide and raping and lobbying politicians and allowing kids to get raped as long as you guys get political blackmail to make things go your way.
AIPAC is an American organization.
I might go puke. It's an American organization? Go fuck yourself.
That works to strengthen the U.S.-Israel relationship. This partnership advances America's interests and democratic values and helps keep Israel safe. Our 5 million members are U.S. citizens, Democrats and Republicans.
Their members are Jews who have a loyalty to Israel over America, or else they would just run an America super PAC, not an Israeli super PAC.
From every part of the country who urge our elected leaders to enact pro-Israel policies. This includes expanding America's defense partnership with Israel, supporting life-saving security assistance.
All that means is giving Israel money for weapons so that they can continue to not sign on to the nuclear treaty and blackmail the United States more with the Samson option. That's all that means. It's a way to decode it.
Confronting Iran and its terror proxies.
Brother. Iran and its terror proxies? What about Israel and its terror proxies? What about again, like, Iran doesn't want to hurt America. They want to hurt Israel. And for all you guys who don't know this, the only reason any of the Muslim countries hate America is because we support Israel. That is literally the only reason these countries hate America, is because we support Israel, and Israel has been a terrorist state in that region, just like a lot of these other terrorist states that are in that region. The entire Middle East just, again, to the gulag. We don't need them. We don't fucking need them.
And promoting peace and normalization. Being pro-Israel
is a 5-to-1 death ratio promoting peace.
Is good policy. And AIPAC members make sure it's good politics, too. We raise money to help elect pro-Israel candidates for Congress from both parties. And we take the political fight to our opponents, helping defeat anti-Israel candidates running for the House or Senate. AIPAC is leading the fight in Washington to secure.
This is one of the things that makes it really hard for people like me to get a spot in government one day, is I literally have a country lobbying against me. It's not even like a person. It's a fucking country. I have an entire nation the size of New Jersey lobbying against people like me. Like, it is stacked against Americans. The government is supposed to be representatives of Americans. They're supposed to represent the people of America, not represent some shit third world foreign nation.
Secure the future of the U.S.-Israel relationship. The actions of pro-Israel Americans today will help determine the future of this bond and the fate of both countries.
I love how they throw in like a couple white kids in there to make it look like they're not a Middle Eastern nation. Again, more propaganda. Yeah, that's the end of the shitty propaganda Hezbollah ad, but this is part of Bibi Netanyahu's Hezbollah deal, his Hezbollah propaganda tour that he's on, where he's trying to convince Americans to start supporting Israel again. They realize they're losing the support of Gen Z, Gen Alpha, millennials. You even have people like that dumb bitch, the opinionated girl, who, she's losing all her fucking followers. Every person who ever supported her is like, this dumb bitch is crazy. She took a meeting with Bibi Netanyahu, and now she's trying to talk about how positive AIPAC is for America. Go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. Your hair looks like a rat's nest. You're ugly as shit. You wear an IDF sweatshirt, but you wear a cross. Go fuck yourself. Don't call yourself a Christian, bitch. I do want to get on to our further topics. We've been talking about Israel for a little bit now on the show. We're going to start talking about Israel a little bit less with the end of the war, but we'll still definitely talk about it, as it is one of the most important topics in the world, the way that they lobby our politicians. We'll always speak about that, but I want to speak about these super predators right now, the people that need to be thrown in jail forever. This young man has now been arrested, but he shot 20 people. 4 of them were killed in Mississippi. Did any of you guys hear about this? I didn't, besides on X, but did any of you guys hear about this? You know, I regularly watch Fox, MSNBC, CNN, all the major news networks just to see what they're talking about. None of them talk about this. I wonder why. Is it because it's a black guy who shot at white people? Why does the media seem to ignore that? Why does the media not give a shit about black privilege? About how black people can literally kill white people, but nobody cares. But if you were to even like utter the N-word at a black person, the rest of your life would be ruined forever. You would be a social outcast. But no. Black people can just kill whoever they want, and it doesn't matter. They can commit countless crimes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to the government or the media. They don't care. They don't care about the safety of Americans. They don't want you to be racist. Don't be racist, sweetheart. Don't be racist. Like, these people are fucking crazy. They literally refuse to report on this stuff. They refuse to report on any of it. And this was even the craziest thing. NYC machete attack suspect has 45 prior arrests. That's almost 4 dozen. 45 prior arrests, and was just charged with hit and run that left cancer survivor dead. So this woman beat cancer only to be killed by this super predator. Look at this disgusting sack of shit. Look at this disgusting sack of shit right here. Again, this is black privilege. These are the people who need to be rooted out. We have, like, what is it that you guys can't stop committing fucking crimes? To any of my black listeners, what is it that makes black America just so... Why are they just so like, oh, I gotta go commit crimes. I know I've been arrested 45 times, but let me go kill this white bitch. Like, fuck you guys. And it's not all of you. It really isn't. It's just the violent ones that I say that to. I don't want any of the non-violent black people to think I'm tying them into that. But black America has to start taking a little bit more accountability. You guys have to do a lot better, really. From the lack of fathers in the homes, to the poor, shitty grades in school, to the violent outrage and outbursts that you guys have, it is just becoming... It's becoming scary to be around a lot of you in society. I'm not going to lie. I am legitimately scared to be in situations where I'm around certain black people. I am scared to do it. I would refuse to ever live in an all-black neighborhood or a majority black neighborhood because of it. I refuse to go to certain parts of certain cities at night. I refuse to drive with my windows down in certain areas. I don't go anywhere past certain times at night. Again, I limit what I do because I'm scared of how black people will act when they see a white guy. It is disgusting that Americans feel this displaced in our own society. Again, my answer is to help build this society, and you and yours are tearing it down right now. So again, if you're not a violent black man, if you're a listener to the show, and you don't see yourself fitting into any of the things I say, my message to you is start improving your own community. Seriously, start reaching out to the youth in your community, starting local outreach groups, whatever it is. Do what you have to do to start improving black society, because black fatigue is, it is so fucking real, and we are so fucking tired of it. We are so tired of feeling scared in our own society because of how a black man might react one day, just out of nowhere. Matt Walsh said that, I said this earlier, Matt Walsh, he said it, I was kind of repeating what he said, but we're going to play this clip really quick, and it's something that's really true, where Matt Walsh says it's less of a crime to kill a white person than to call someone the N-word in America, and I 100% agree. You will be ostracized for life if you look a black guy in the eyes and call him the N-word, but black people kill white people all the time, and it never gets reported.
The mob that tried unsuccessfully to cancel Shiloh Hendricks was far, far more outraged over Shiloh saying the N-word than they were over Carmelo Anthony stabbing somebody to death. Indeed, many of them actively supported Carmelo Anthony murdering Austin Metcalf. They rewarded him financially for it. And this is all part of the preposterous racial double standard that has defined American culture for generations now. It is a double standard that declares it a greater crime for a white person to say a word than for a black person to kill a white person. In fact, killing a white person could even be a just punishment for saying that word, according to these standards. The rules surrounding this word, the moral weight granted to it, the arbitrary guidelines drawn around it, it's all nonsense. It's all indefensible on both moral and intellectual grounds. People are fed up with it. The mob that tried unsuccessfully.
We are fed up with it. We're fatigued. It's real. I actually have some more black fatigue clips I want to show you guys. This is black fatigue. This is real black fatigue. But beyond just the fatigue, we're done with the violence. The violence is the worst part. Like, the shitty and annoying behavior, it's not really that tolerable, but it's at least more tolerable than having to carry multiple guns on me and ammunition wherever I go. So just in case a black guy wants to try and take my life, it's him, not me that day. Like, it is scary going to certain... Like, I urge anyone to go down certain streets in Chicago or New York City at night. Let me know if you feel safe. Let me know if you feel safe in these primarily black neighborhoods. Or let me know if you're like, holy shit, this is America? This isn't a third world nation. Like, they're ridden with crime, gangs, drugs, prostitution. It's immoral and evil what happens in these places. But we'll go from the black violence to the black fatigue section right now.
Shut up. I'll find out. Okay. You shut up. Come and make me shut up. All y'all white motherfuckers, come and make me.
All y'all white motherfuckers. How about all you black motherfuckers stop acting like this? How about that? How about that? Shut the fuck up, bitch. I couldn't imagine if I was on a subway and I said, all you black motherfuckers, come make me shut up. How fast do you think they'd assault me? Seriously, how fast do you think, if I said, all you black motherfuckers, come make me shut up? Really, how fast do you think a black person would either shoot or punch me right in the face? I think it would happen within 4 to 5 seconds. But no, they don't react this way because I'm not saying there's no violent white people. There's some, but in general, we're not really a violent people relative to how black people act. And they're such a small percentage. 13% of the population is committing the majority of the crimes. Like, it is fucking absurd that it is racist to call that out. Like, I'm called a racist for saying 13% of the population commits over 56% of all violent crimes. And it's not even like the full 13%. It's a smaller subset of that as well. So it's fucking crazy.
Shut up. All y'all white motherfuckers. Yeah, because y'all fucking talking because he's a white motherfucker. And I'm talking about a dog. If I don't want a dog to touch me, I don't have to let a dog touch me. If I don't want the dog to touch me. And man, you want to record too? I can record you too, man. You like recording? I can record you too.
You should record yourself yelling.
You like to record? I can record too. You want to record? Who the fuck is y'all? I pay my fucking...
If I was on this thing, I would literally be texting my family, guys, I love you. If I die, it's this black bitch. Like, that's what I hope that person's texting over there.
MTA thing. I don't want no dog on me. I don't have to have a dog on me. You want to record? Huh? Miss Vanilla, you want to record? Come.
Miss Vanilla, can I call you Miss Chocolate? Hey, Chocolate, shut the fuck up. Shut up, Chocolate.
Come. Yeah, I said it. What the fuck you want to do? What the fuck you're going to do?
Why are they always looking for violence? What are you gonna fucking do? Bitch, I'm gonna stand here and I'm just gonna wait for you to get off because you're obviously a violent, deranged, sociopathic black woman who is looking for beef. You're fucking crazy. I pray for your husband and kids that they don't kill themselves out of just pure sadness.
And then you got a lot of shit to say. Let me record you too.
Hi.
I'm gonna record you too. All y'all motherfuckers got shit to say. I'm gonna record all of y'all.
We're not gonna watch this full thing because it's 3 minutes long, but you guys get the gist. Nobody assaults this woman. Nobody touches her, but this woman continues to try and bait people into doing so. This is just black fatigue. I'm gonna X out of some of these old tabs. Give me 1 second. Let me clear some of these up. Let me just clear some of these tabs up really quick. So sad to see. And then again, we got one more black fatigue video I want to show you guys. This is a guy just walking through a Walmart. He's just trying to buy some gifts. He's just trying to buy gifts for his family, trying to be a great white guy, trying to be a good white dad.
Yeah, keep talking shit and I'ma show you.
It's the usual suspects.
And I'ma show you. Don't say
the usual suspects.
I wonder who pissed her off. She's chimping out. Chimping out.
Chimping out. I wonder who declined her EBT that day. I'm very curious who declined her EBT to make her act this way. These are the problems we have to deal with in our society. These are the problems we're currently dealing with. I had my power cut out there. That was weird, but we're back, folks. That was really weird. But yeah, these are the problems in our society that we're dealing with. It's just black fatigue. It's people freaking out in stores over literally fucking nothing. People committing violent acts, robbing, stealing, raping, looting, whatever you want to fucking say, they're doing it. I mean, it's not all of them, but again, disproportionately blacks are way too involved in criminal acts, and we need better answers from the president. Like, I don't know if it's bring back the crime bill, 3 strike rules. We need to just be putting a lot of these people in jail for life and throwing the key away. Anyone who's committing violent acts like this, you know, if you've been arrested 45 times, again, by the third time, you should have been in jail for the rest of your life. It's fucking crazy. We're going to move on, though. We're going to move on with our show. We only have a little bit left, and then we'll get to our comments. But this is the naked activist part that I was talking about earlier. I don't know if I should show the video because I don't know. I really don't know if they'll allow the whatever. We're gonna show it, and I'm just gonna hope the video doesn't get taken down. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I'm just gonna hope it. If I see anything too crazy, like any real nudity, I'm going to stop the video and switch the tab, because again, I don't want this to get taken down, this entire video, because of a fucking 2-second clip. But a lot of these people are naked. A lot of them are just in their underwear, but these people stripped to their underwear or naked, and they laid on the ground to protest ICE. Again, you can't fix stupid. You really can't fix retards. You can't give them brain. I wish we could donate some brain cells or some IQ points to these retards, but we can't. I mean, these people are just irredeemable. They're so fucking stupid.
Sitting picture. Take the journey. Take the journey inside.
You can't fix fucking freaks like this. Again, all these people need to be deported with the illegal immigrants. There's no saving these people. They're fucking gross. We're in the back half of our show now. We just have a couple little clips and things to show you. This was something crazy. A trans man has been sentenced to 20 months in prison in England for concealing his biological sex from a man before a sexual encounter. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Like, how'd the person not know? I think they both deserve jail. Honestly, they both deserve jail. I mean, obviously, that's a jailable offense. That's rape, basically. But, the person who is too stupid to realize that that's a man, I want to meet your parents because I want to smack your dad around a bit for not teaching you enough as a boy. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is another crazy thing. So this guy tweeted, "This shitstick owned child porn. 17onlygirls.com is the website that Brian Krasenstein owned." Talking about Brian Krasenstein and his brother Ed. And then Brian, trying to prove him wrong, goes, "Hey, Grok, is this true?" And then Grok literally goes, "Based on verified sources, including domain records and forum archives, you and your brother did own 17onlygirls.com. So these two left-wing Jews owned a child porn website, and now they are, they're voices for the left. They're recognized massive voices on the left wing. People who have been in spaces with Elon Musk and have spoken with President Biden. These are the people who the young left looks up to. Someone who owns child porn websites. But no, they don't give a shit about that. They just want to take down the right. You know, they want to stop fascism. They want to stop Christianity. They want endless violence, rape, and destruction in our nation. But yeah, this is, I saw this and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's crazy. And then, yeah, someone asked Grok, did this interaction happen? And then, yes, that interaction happened exactly as shown. Users sometimes try and provoke biased responses, but I stick to the facts and logic, which can expose flawed premises instead. So yeah, these two individuals, Brian and Ed, own child porn websites, were distributing it. They paid a settlement to get away with it. I think it was like a few $100,000. That's crazy. You can literally own and distribute child porn, and as long as you're a rich leftist Jew, you know, the fine's only a few $100,000. You don't get sentenced to death like every other person in Florida would. It's fucking crazy. I'm actually going to, this will be really fun. You guys should tune into this. I just thought of this on the spot. So I've debated these guys on TikTok Live before. They're retarded, and I beat them every time in the debates. Like, roll over them. I'm going to request to debate them in their live tomorrow, and I'm going to press them on this very hard. I'll get kicked instantly. They'll instantly kick me off because they're not going to want to answer it. but I'm going to press them on this hard. I'm going to do it whenever they go live tomorrow. So if anyone wants to check that out, I'll try and screen record it and post it. That will be fun. I just thought of that. That's actually a fun idea. But this is another crazy thing I saw. So if California voters vote no on Gavin Newsom's redistricting plan, it will show their answer through a hole in the envelope. And we're going to watch it. We don't even need sound. We'll watch this quick video. Yep. And that's how they know who's to throw out. Just know you're getting raped and fucked if you live in California. You're getting raped and fucked by your government. I saw this. We've been watching some Isabella Moody clips on the show. I find them kind of entertaining. She's one of the e-girls. Let's put this clip up. Again, we're just going to rip through the rest of these things, and then we're going to go on to our comments. We only got like 3 more things to show you guys.
Culture is grape culture. If you don't know what grape culture is, just remove the G because you can't say the other word without getting banned. Anyways,
that's TikTok regulations. You can't say rape on TikTok, so they use grape instead. But saying purity culture is rape culture is, again, dumb bitch coded.
Oh, how do you even make sense of that? Wait, I forgot. You're a stupid freaking bitch, and an ugly one at that. You already, she's already showing signs of early onset old haggotry. Damn. Sucks to be a wench, huh? Purity culture.
Yeah, what a dumb bitch. Purity culture is rape culture, according to this dumb liberal retard. Shut the fuck up. Purity culture is beautiful. More people need to remain virgins. I mean this super sincerely. One of my biggest regrets in my life to this day is not still being a virgin. I really, really regret it. It is something that kind of eats at me. And again, if anyone I've ever been with in the past sees this and you're like, oh, well, go fuck yourself. I regret it. I do. I regret it. I regret it. I wish I was still a virgin. I didn't come back to the church until my early 20s, and that's another regret of mine, but I'm glad I am back, and I'm glad that the next person I will ever be with will be the woman I marry. We're going to go on, though. I want to show this clip. This is kind of old, but it's kind of interesting. It's 7 minutes, so we're definitely not going to watch the full thing. We'll watch like 30 seconds to a minute max. But if you guys don't know the story, I reported on this months ago. A OpenAI employee was saying that they were training their models in a very corrupt way, and he got 2 bullets to the back of the head, and they ruled it a suicide. Again, 2 bullets.
So you had complaints from one programmer who said you guys were basically stealing people's stuff and not paying them, and then he wound up murdered. What was that?
Also a great tragedy. He committed suicide.
Do you think he committed suicide?
I really do.
Have you looked?
This was like a friend of mine. This is like a guy that, and not a close friend, but this is someone that worked.
Killed his own friend.
At OpenAI for a very long time. I was really shaken by this tragedy. I spent a lot of time trying to, read everything I could, as I'm sure you and others did too, about what happened. It looks like a suicide to me.
Why does it look like a suicide?
It was a gun he had purchased. It was this is like gruesome to talk about, but I read the whole medical record. Does it not look like one to you?
Yeah, I forgot. If someone purchases the gun, it's impossible for it to be a murder. No one can just take your gun and kill you with it. Fucking retard.
No, he was definitely murdered, I think. There were signs of a struggle, of course. The surveillance camera, the wires had been cut. He had just ordered takeout food, come back from a vacation with his friends on Catalina Island. No indication at all that he was suicidal. No note and no behavior. He had just spoken to a family member on the phone. And then he's found dead with blood in multiple rooms. So that's impossible. Seems really obvious he was murdered. Have you talked to the authorities about it?
I have not talked to the authorities about it.
And his mother claims he was murdered on your orders.
Do you believe that?
I'm asking.
You just said it. So do you believe that?
I think that it is worth looking into, and if
I believe it.
A guy comes out and accuses your company of committing crimes. I have no idea if that's true or not, of course. And then is found killed, and there are signs of a struggle. I don't think it's worth dismissing it. I don't think we should say, well, he killed himself when there's no evidence that the guy was depressed at all. I think, and if he was your friend, I would think you would want to speak to his mom or...
I did offer. She didn't want to.
So...
I wonder why she wouldn't want to talk to the guy who called the hit on her son.
Do you feel that, you know, when people look at that and they're like, you know, it's possible that happened, do you feel that that reflects the worries they have about what's happening here? Like, people are afraid that this is like...
I haven't done too many interviews where I've been accused of, like...
Oh, I'm not accusing you at all. I'm just saying his...
I am. Just so you know, Sam Altman, I think you called the hit on this guy. I really do. The evidence shows there were 2 bullets in his head, the wires were cut, blood in multiple rooms. Everything shows signs of a murder and not a suicide, and you're a scum piece of shit for not investigating this further. That's all we're going to watch from the clip. Maybe we'll show more of it another day, but you guys get the gist. This was interesting. Tim Pool goes, hey, Ed and Brian, you guys want to take a walk through K-Town in Chicago to prove Trump wrong? These are the pedophile guys we were just talking about. And they go, if you want to pay for a flight, 2-night stay, all meals, and $1,000 a day in lost income, I'll happily do it. Translation, I'm Jewish. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, this was basically just one big Jew joke. We're done with their Jewish segment, I thought, but no, we're back to it. This is crazy. Again, I actually hope Tim Pool sends him on this. That's probably not that much money. Like it's probably like 5,000 all at, like 4,000 or 5,000 all in. If you put them at like a nice hotel and like they get decent meals, I don't know. You send them there for 2 nights, 3 days, $5,000. Tim Pool's got that in the budget. He should do it. That would put them on the spot. That would be interesting. But yeah, we're gonna go on to our last clip. This is something actually pretty crazy and is a little wild. Then we'll go on to our comments after, but this is a man accused of killing his daughter's rapist is running for sheriff, the same office that arrested him last October. Aaron Spencer of Arkansas says he is running because the legal system has failed. Back in 2024, Spencer woke up to find his 14-year-old daughter missing from her bed. According to court documents, he began searching the neighborhood, found his daughter in a car with a 67-year-old man, Michael Fosler, disgusting pedophile. Spencer chased down the car, drove it off the road, and shot and killed Fosler. Fosler was facing over 40 child sex crime charges involving Spencer's daughter when he was shot. According to Spencer's wife, their daughter was targeted, groomed, and ultimately raped by the boyfriend of a family friend. His quote is, "I'm the father who acted to protect his daughter when the system failed," Spencer said. "Through my own fight for justice, I've seen firsthand the failures in law enforcement and in our circuit court, and I refuse to stand by while others face these same failures." Really quick before I show the video, I want to give my position on this. Again, I'm not 100% for vigilantes. But if this person was facing over 40 sex crime, again, I'm going to put myself in his shoes. If I have a daughter and someone tries to rape my daughter, I will kill you. I will. You know, I'm not going to hide that. I will make your body look like fucking Swiss cheese. I will blow holes through your entire body so your family can never give you an open casket. And I'll probably go to jail for it. And I'll probably go to hell for it as well. But that will be my cross to bear at that time. And I think this man did what he had to do. And again, it's not me saying I necessarily support vigilantes, but I think this guy had the right intentions when he did this. I don't think this guy is generally a violent man. I think he was doing what he had to do to protect his daughter. And if I had to shoot and kill a man to protect mine, I would do it. So, hats off to this guy.
Hello, Lone Oak. My name is Aaron Spencer. Many of you know my story. I'm the father who acted to protect his daughter when the system...
My dog just wanted to walk in. Guys, this is Delta. She's got a little cone on. She's got a cut on her ear. She got stung by a bee, and then she scratched it a little. This is Delta. This is Delta Bear. Delta, say hi to the people. 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 Yeah. Say hi to the people, guys. This is Delta Bear. This is Delta. Certified cutie. This is my daughter. I would kill you if you touched her. This is my daughter until I have kids. Mwah. Love you. You want to let Daddy finish the show? Yeah, baby. let me finish my show, and then we'll hang out. We'll hang out. Give me a little bit. Sorry for the interruption, guys. We're gonna go back to the schedule video. Yeah, Delta.
System failed. I'm also a husband, a combat.
Let me restart this. Sorry. I'm gonna restart the video.
Hello, Lone Oak. My name is Aaron Spencer. Many of you know my story. I'm the father who acted to protect his daughter when the system failed. I'm also a husband, a combat veteran of the 82nd Airborne Division, a contractor, and a farmer. And through my own fight for justice, I have seen firsthand the failures in law enforcement and in our circuit court. And I refuse to stand by while others face these same failures. That's why I'm announcing my candidacy to run for Lone Oak County Sheriff. This campaign isn't about me. It's about every parent, every neighbor, every family who deserves to feel safe in their homes and safe in their community. It's about restoring trust, where neighbors know law enforcement is on their side, and families know that they will not be left alone in a moment of need. Together, we can build a safer, stronger Lone Oak County for every family. I'm Aaron Spencer, and I'm running for Sheriff of Lone Oak County.
I hope he wins. There's a lot of corruption when it comes to even the local levels of politics, so we need more people who actually want to protect Americans at these local levels. Again, I don't support vigilantes, but I do think this guy had the correct intentions, and that's been all the things we had to show you guys today. I had the little interruption from Delta, my dog there. She's a beautiful, beautiful girl. We're going to go on to our comments, and then we'll sign off for the day. It's been a longer show than I intended it to be, but what are you going to do, you know? But it's Columbus Day. I hope you guys are having a happy Columbus Day. We got actually a good amount of comments, so tune in, folks. Let's see. Someone said, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk from Germany. Yep, rest in peace, Charlie. I appreciate you tuning into the show. Someone said, what is that? Someone said canned beans. Fuck are you even talking about? Someone said, love your show. Been listening for a couple weeks now. I'm guessing you have said this a bunch of times, but what red pilled you and what background do you come from? I agree with every point you make and can't believe you are not more popular. Keep it up. Love you, James from Texas. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you tuning into the show, being a fan. We're getting more popular on Spotify. We're getting more popular. We're getting some more traction. But what red pilled me was, let's see. Israel, Iran, like the Iran bomb we dropped is where my red pill journey started. Again, I was very late to the red pill. So around that is when I really started looking into, because I was a believer that Donald Trump was going to be a really great president. I mean, I'm not going to lie about like saying like, oh, I was always this way. No, like I got red pilled pretty late. I was, someone who was campaigning for Trump. I was excited when he won the election, only to be sadly disappointed and feel like I got raped at this point. But when Donald Trump dropped the bomb in Iran, or when we were speculating that we were going to, and also the Epstein files as well, I immediately started to turn, and I immediately started to do more research on lobbying and on what really controlled the government, because I wasn't looking into those things before. I was ignorant to them. I'm not going to lie about that. And when I started learning about them, I, learned about people like Nick. Like, I literally didn't even know who Nick Fuentes was until June or so. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you modeled your show after Nick Fuentes. Like, I've had my show since like 6 months before I knew who he was. I do take some inspiration from him. I don't lie about that. It's not a bad thing to lean on people who you follow for inspiration, but people say it's a like complete remake of it. It's not. It's a very different style of show. Like, Nick doesn't go through like an hour of fucking clips. It's a very different style of show. But yeah, so a lot of what red pilled me was that, doing research on lobbying, Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate a bit, Myron Gaines, reading some books by James Buchanan. That definitely red pilled me a bit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Seeing what they did to Tucker Carlson, you know, with Fox News and then starting his own show, that red pilled me a bit as well. And the background I come from, I'm just someone who's worked my whole life. You know, I was never really in politics. I was just a normal kid who was told you got to go to college. I was told it's the only option. I was told that, you know, these specific majors would be really good, only for those things to get replaced by AI. And I became one of the disaffected young white men that I talk about on my show. I was a cradle Catholic who then went away from religion after my parents' divorce, and then I came back to the church in my early 20s, one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I'm not sure exactly if that's what you're asking, but I think it is. So I hope that answer kind of answers your question there. But I appreciate you watching the show. I appreciate you commenting. Thank you. Someone said, please do a deep dive into the war in Ukraine and how Zelensky, a Jew, is basically sacrificing Christian young men and old to build a new Khazaria. I'll do a dive on that later. I'm not going to dive too into that right now. I want to be more well-versed on, like, certain names, people surrounding Zelensky before I just speak off the top of my head. Because I know some of it, but I don't know as much as I'd like to. So let me do a little bit more research on that, and I'll do a deep dive later this week. I don't like to speculate on things that I don't know about. You know, if I'm not confident on something, I don't like to just talk out of my ass. Someone said, hey, James, what do you think about the explosive lapel microphone Charlie Kirk theory? Brother, no. Then he goes, I've been hunting and shooting guns all my life, and I can tell you that the entry wound is nothing like I've seen out of a 30-06. I've shot a 30-06 too as well, just so you know, like, and I'm sure you realize this too. There's a lot of different animals where you shoot. Maybe this hasn't happened to you, but Murphy's Law says most likely, and it's happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of people I know hunting. If you've ever shot something that you expect the bullet to fully penetrate and go through and it doesn't, it kind of shocks you, but it happens. You know, there are like shitty bullets. There are just miracles that, you know, if you want to call them miracles or whatever, but there are things that happen that are not explainable besides the fact that it just happened. So I don't think it's impossible that the bullet got stuck in his neck. I think it is possible because things like that happen, like not crazy often, but they do happen. I've literally shot animals and then you're like, oh, you know, there's going to be an exit wound and there's no exit wound. You're like, what the fuck? And then you're using a high caliber and there's supposed to be, but there's not. And again, like when you say like it's nothing like an entry wound I've seen, the entry and exit wounds on animals and humans look slightly different, although they are pretty similar. But yeah, it seems like the official narrative. Again, I'm not saying blindly trust the FBI. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that the FBI is always correct and they're not corrupt. They're very corrupt. They're very backwards agency. But it seems like the official narrative seems to be correct. Maybe he wasn't acting fully alone. Oh, Delta Spec. Maybe he wasn't acting fully alone, but yeah, I do think that the official narrative, I like the explosive lapel microphone, like, come on. And then you go, also the chances at the, let's see. Oh yeah, you said also the chances that the bullet didn't leave an exit wound is extremely unlikely with that caliber and where it hit Charlie. I just answered that. The entry wound looked like a 22 long-range exit wound. I'd look into it. Huge fan of the show. Thanks. I appreciate you being a huge fan and tuning into the show. Again, I shoot 22s as well, and I've shot animals with 22s that didn't look like the exit wound of a 22. It looked like a larger caliber than that. I'll definitely say that for sure. I don't even think like a 22 to the back of the neck would kill you. I really don't. Like it would fuck you up, but I don't think it would kill you. It might, but I don't. It takes like 2 to the head to really kill you. I mean, like one's just gonna scramble the brains and make you retarded for life. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm gonna look into every theory. Like I was looking. You're gonna see Candace probably talk about this today. But I was looking into like the search term theory that like everyone's talking about these search terms, and I did a few hours of research on it last night. But Google Trends is so fucking unreliable that it's just like, it's not even believable, some of these things. And it's not to say that like we have to completely write it off. Definitely don't do that. Again, every little theory is worth investigating. But I think the official story of a deranged leftist shooting Charlie is the most accurate. And again, I'm not closed off to new theories or new opinions or new facts. If new facts present themselves, I'm here to report on them, and I will gladly accept the new narrative and apologize to anyone who I've called retarded, who was saying different things. But I'm not saying you're retarded. I don't agree is what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't agree with the lapel microphone. Like, come on. Let's be a little bit more realistic here, guys. Let's see. Delta loves popping in the stream today. Delta's enjoying this. Delta's like, we gotta show everyone what a good relationship with the dog is after Hassan was fucking electrocuting his dog. Let's see. Someone yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. What's up? Alright, we're still reading comments, guys. Someone said, I know you're young, but we have a 30-year history here in the United States of demonizing Muslims, destroying their nations, carpet bombing their cities, blaming them for everything bad in life, or did you, wait, let me get my mic over here, Delta. Or did you miss the entire war campaign that's been going on your entire fucking life in the Middle East? Like, literally since before you were born, and it's still going on this very day. Stop playing the victim card. It doesn't look good on white Christians who have been supporting the wars. Again, I haven't been supporting the wars. Suck my dick. Fuck you. And again, I don't want Muslims in my country. We should be getting Muslims out of America. They don't assimilate to American society. Their prophet raped a 9-year-old, married her at 6, raped her at 9. It says in your Bible you could have like 5 wives and you can beat them. I don't think those things assimilate into American culture. They don't have real American values. Hey, baby, here. For a minute. I know, we'll play later. For a minute. Let me finish these, because you keep pushing me back, and I don't want my mic to cut out. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you guys... Sorry, this is funny. I know, I love you. I love Delta. Delta's my girl. Delta's like 2.5. I got her on my birthday. She is a good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. I love you too. Okay. Yeah, dude, fuck you. Like, shut up. That's a stupid fucking... Like, shut up. Stupid fucking comment. Delta, no, that's my mic. She's trying to talk into the mic. She's like, I see you playing with the mic. I want it now. Someone goes, would pay money to see you suck at video games. Great show. New top 3 podcast to listen to at work. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm making the workday go faster. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. And how the fuck did you, like, again, I don't suck at video games, but I'm not great. How the fuck did you know that? Fuck you. No, not fuck you. I appreciate you. I'm just kidding, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Already talking shit about my video games. Someone said, leave the Charlie investigation to Candace so you can continue to suck off Nick Fuentes. Again, shut the fuck up. You sound like a dumb, low IQ bitch. I am leaving the investigation to Candace, and she is grifting with it. Candace didn't even know what UTC meant. She thought it meant Utah time. It makes it hard to take credible things she says seriously when she says retarded things like that. If people don't see that, like, no offense, you're just as retarded. Next comment said, Michael Rappaport is a retarded wannabe black guy who eats Snicker bars because they're brown and puts them in his mouth upside down because of the vein texture. Yo. Yeah, probably. Michael Rappaport's a washed out retard. I agree with you there. I appreciate you tuning into the show. Someone talking about Charlie Kirk goes, it's crazy seeing how many people mourn him. I'm sorry, but he was a horrible man. The rumor's fake. I'm not saying he should have been killed. I'm saying that I don't give a shit. There's more things to worry about. Perhaps the schools. School shootings are more severe. Also, way too early. Kids are dying in school. They didn't do anything wrong, but he did. He was a racist, sexist, and he supports Trump. Plus, he is homophobic. Rest in piss, Charlie Kirk. Kill yourself. Like, not actually, but fuck you. People like you are the people we need to just find a way to put in jail forever. Like, you have no place in society. You if you're listening to this, just know I fucking personally hate you. I hope you get fired from your job. I hope you I hope your wife goes and fucks a black guy. Like, I hope the worst possible things happen in your life. You are disgusting. And if you're a woman, I hope we repeal the 19th. Like, fuck you. You're a retard. You seriously are. People like you are disgusting. Saying someone's homophobic as well when it just goes against their religion is just classic low IQ retardation. Someone goes, this is another bipolar woman in the comments. We had one last week, but someone goes, AI is only super scary if you are a pussy. And I was showing the Sora AI videos and showing that people could ruin people's life with that. And I said, low IQ comment, and they go, even lower IQ statement, pussy. And I go, I really wish I could make it so only men could comment. Spotify, please make that update. Give me an update that I can filter comments by gender. And then they go, ouch, OMG, let me apply some cream to that burn. Mommy's AI is super scary, pussy. Like, kill yourself. But apart from you being a bit of a pussy, love the pod and keep it up. Good work. I mean that. Did you take your bipolar meds this morning, ma'am? Then they go, they say, or I go, pussy, in quotes, and I go, love the pod, keep up the good work. The mood swings are crazy. And then, let's see, they wrote one final reply. They wrote, oh, did they delete it? I think they deleted it. They deleted their final reply. Damn. They said something snappy back, but you guys get it. Like, what a retard. What a retard. Where were we here? Okay, so yeah, again, women, you got to stop having bipolar breakdowns in my comments. Someone said, just found this guy. I have to watch the show again. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. Tune in. We're here every night. Appreciate you tuning in. Someone said, could we do a deep dive on the UK and how they're controlled by the Israel hobby? Again, most of the world is. It's not a surprise, but I will do a deep dive on that later this week. There was a reply to your comment, said, do you not understand the history of the UK and who has always controlled them? Yeah, I mean, it should just be pretty obvious, but and someone goes, it's an extremely big crime to shine those lasers at any planes or helicopters. Get these Anquifa motherfuckers' faces on camera. Can't believe the people still shout for BBL movement when they just robbed everyone and bought real estate and did nothing for the black community. Yeah, BLM was a scam. You probably meant BLM instead of BBL. Why does the Democrat Party say no federal intervention when they use the military to enforce the schools to integrate students during segregation? So when they say he's being fascist, does that mean ending segregation is fascist? That's a good way to point out a contradictory state. Like, yeah, that's a good thing to point out. I really think that voluntary segregation should be legal. I know that's a crazy thing to some people, but it's not really that crazy. And most black people actually agree. Voluntary segregation should be legal. Not forced, but voluntary. Let's see. Someone said, how come you so-called Christians are so full of hate? Total nonsense about the laser pointers. What do you mean it's total nonsense? You're a retard. And they spelled laser wrong. And I wrote another retarded remark by you. And then someone put, like, Google the laser things. It's real. But yeah, you're a retard, sir. Let's see. Next comment. Someone said, just discover your channel, bro. Really like your work. I appreciate that. Thank you. Someone said, vaping is definitely gay. Yep, I agree. As someone who used to vape, definitely gay. Someone said, man, I appreciate you. I've honestly been feeling called to helping those who are struggling like I was, especially with the younger generations. I needed to hear that at this exact moment. Keep up this good work. Oh, that's someone who I told them to reach out to the youth. Yeah, again, I think that's really smart. Just be smart about it. But yeah, that's really smart. And I think, again, just keep talking to the youth. Tell them the problems of your life and how you overcame them. I think you were the man who talked to me about nicotine, alcohol, and tobacco. You beat those addictions, if I'm correct. I could be wrong and thinking of someone else, but if that was you, again, I encourage you to speak out to the youth about those things. You know, talk about your struggles. Someone said, W episode, just noticed the Halloween background adds a bit of holiday to America's struggles. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's all the Spotify comments we had. I do want to go over to our YouTube comments, see if we had anything there before we sign off. I think we actually had a couple on YouTube. Give me a second here. We definitely got a bunch. All right, let's see. Someone said, I'm hoping to see you at 20K subs in no time. Someone said, hey, brother, just been binge watching your content. I'm English, but I am really enjoying your content and have become very interested in American politics. I'm a Catholic myself, along with a few mates, but on the wider spectrum, the UK is becoming a non-religious country. It's becoming a Muslim country, which I think is a huge problem. Any advice on what to do? I have already converted my girlfriend to the church based from atheism, but I feel like there is not much hope for Britain, unlike America. Yeah, you're right about that. There is not much. It actually is a straight black pill over there. Sorry for the waffling. Love your content. Don't ever apologize. Again, you don't have to apologize for your comments. Let's see. Any advice on what to do? I mean, I would just continue to convert more people to the church, start an outreach group, maybe start an organization. I guess I don't know how building businesses works over there, but yeah, build an organization maybe. But that's it's a tricky one. Yeah, it's just straight black pill over there. It's going downhill. Women are getting raped left and right by immigrants. Muslims are taking over. No freedom of speech. You guys need a taste of America again. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Someone said, loving the show. Keep it up, brother. Keep up the great work, my friend. I'm sick of Christianity being the only real religion people feel totally okay with trashing on all the time while Christians are being slaughtered around the world. Yep, exactly. You literally say Jews run the media and you're crucified. Like, you say free Palestine and it's the same as Heil Hitler, but people can shit on Christians, unlimitedly and no one gives a fuck. Let's see. Someone said, got a great show tonight. Oh yeah, great show. Someone said, dog water content, brother. Be yourself. Nick would think this is cringe. You're one of the super chat people that asked Nick a dumb question and get roasted. Again, you just sound like a dumb, retarded bitch. Shut the fuck up. I responded to that person. I said, you seem retarded. And someone said, America first needs people with money and connections. It doesn't need people streaming and making shows. Okay, this is a question I have for my audience and for, again, I'm a huge Nick Fuentes fan and for other Nick Fuentes fans. Why are some of you retards so against other people spreading the word of America first? Like, I'm not trying to take Nick's viewers away. I don't air my stream at the same time as his. You guys are so painfully retarded that you want less people speaking about America first online than more. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking retards. Your dad should have smacked you more. You are so fucking stupid if you think less people should be spreading the word of America first. Like, it is peak retardation. That seems to be all the comments we got, though. I am going to sign off for the day. It's been a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I like reading the comments. I like talking about the news. I know I was all over the place in the beginning a bit. I'm just getting back. I've been celebrating Columbus Day all day. It's an Italian holiday, Italian and American holiday. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your Columbus Day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great night. Have a blessed night. Thank you.